Well, good morning. This morning our scripture's found in 1 Kings chapter 19, verse 12, and it goes like this. And after the earthquake, a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire, a still small voice. Have you ever felt completely just overwhelmed? Like you couldn't even take another step? Oh my goodness, it's a terrible, terrible feeling. But I imagine most of us has been through that. The story of Elijah reminds us that even great prophets, such as Elijah, experience fear and total exhaustion. If you remember when Elijah fled from Jezebel, he reached a point of utter despair, collapsing under a tree. And he was praying to God that he'd come take his life. How sad is that? Yet, in that moment, God responded with compassion. An angel provided food and water, strengthening Elijah for the journey ahead. God led Elijah to Mount Sinai, a place where, he could encounter the Lord, not in the wind, earthquakes, or fire, but in a gentle whisper. This encounter illustrates how God's presence often comes in the quiet, tender moments of our lives. The Bible tells us he'd never leave us nor forsake us. Yet many of us, we think God's forsaken us, but just like Elijah, no, God didn't forsake him. No, Elijah wasn't alone. And there was still work to be done, including the promise that he would overthrow that evil reign of Ahab and Jezebel. In our own lives, we may face moments of deep despair and fear, feeling like we have nothing left to give, just wore totally out. It's in these moments that God invites us, you and me, in his presence. And if we'll listen, he'll give us instructions as to what we need to do next. He'll place it in our mind and in our heart as what we need to do. He provides for our needs, whether you believe it or not. And he prepares us for that journey ahead. We don't know what's ahead of us, but he does, because he already been there. He knows what tomorrow is. So just like Elijah found renewed strength and purpose, you and I can find hope and direction when we seek God's gentle whisper in our lives. Well, I hope this encourages someone today. Reach out to the Lord in your time of despair. May God richly bless you. I love you, but better yet, Jesus loves you. Yep, he died on that cross for us, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.